incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
What's up?
Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Look out!
Again, it's Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That goes as a punt of 43 yards. And it'll be Dolphins football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
His first throw is an interception. And the Bills take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hey, home. What's up?
Back to the air, Allen. Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Bass now to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. On target to Waddle. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
Ready. Hey, come up two. Come up two. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Come up two.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Hey! Hey, 21 TX. 20 TX. 21G. 21G.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. On target to his man, Berrios. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Step. 20 TX. Ready.
A-Chan, a 1st down carry. Across midfield to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Ready. Out.
2 and out from the gun. That's caught, Devon A-Chan. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has his man, it's Smythe. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Neither side separating much. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Get to the line.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the 18 on 2nd down. A-Chan reels it in. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Into traffic, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Here's a chain up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to keep this one. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Buffalo calls it 2nd timeout of the half. They're down to their final 1 in this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
44, ready.
He tries to sneak it, and he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Sanders all set to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert! Look out!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bills. With it, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Man in motion here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Alert! Look out!
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. A quick slant here into the hands of Cooper. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Allen setting up to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Runs it in, touchdown Buffalo! The Bills get some late points and the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Eskridge on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, cover one, cover one. Out.
Tua looking to throw. Completes this one to Hill. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
All right. Watch it, Oscar.
Tunga Bailoa. Throwing this back in the end zone. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins tie it just before halftime. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Sanders all set to send it away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Regular.
Running back sent in motion.
Look out.
First down throw for Allen. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
What's that?
2nd and 10 now. He's got Khalil Shakir. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Five wide. What's that?
Allen. Taking a deep shot here. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So 2nd down coming up.
Gun. What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Look out.
Allen gonna throw again. That's caught for the 1st. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Bass now to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, but this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for second down.
All right, come on.
They've got a man in motion. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Bills will take over possession. They've got first down from the 31. Shakir in motion right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Allen now on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shakir in motion right. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Devon Holland there to make the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
They kick the running back in motion. From the 32. He's got it near the 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grab the lead on their first series of the half. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Man, this is so tough. You're near the goal line, not a lot of space for your receivers to work. The quarterback, gotta have the agency to tuck it and run if need be, but sometimes not a lot of space to do that either.
Gotta have the agency and gotta have the urgency. The problem, Kate, is the defense right there was playing chess and you're playing checkers, and that's no place you want to be on offense.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Good save. Wait.
They'll start the drive with H2H. He's contained at the line for no gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. That's incomplete left side. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
He puts some power on a deep one left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Tagovailoa. H2H reels it in. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd down run from H2H. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 7. And the Dolphin 1st down.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th.
14.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
21G, 21G.
Running back sent in motion. 1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. On target to his man, Barrios. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's H2H running right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Devon H2H with the touchdown. So now big spot for the Dolphins here as they line up for two. Tagovailoa will look to throw. They did it! He made the interception! DeMar Hamlin kicks it off. And the Bills have some new life in the fourth. Sanders all set to send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Trailing by one score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19 at the 13-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again.
By Tyrell Dodson. An 8-yard loss of the play. It's now third.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills trail by just one. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. This will be caught by Cooper. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
That's good for the Bills. First down.
56.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Connection made to Shakir. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert! Monday.
Back to throw. Finds Kincaid. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. This is Cook on the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Davis. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
They get the timeout, and with 1 second left, they're going to get mentally prepped to, you'd think, try this game winner. So everything comes down to this from Tyler Bass. This just 21 yards down the pipe. The kick is good. He got it. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.